Well, my 2020 went out with a bang, and not in a good way. Happy 2021, everybody. Good riddance, 2020, or at least I feel like a lot of us think that, so I'm just going to come right out and say it. I ate back-to-back days for the first time in 9 months, where I ate December 29th, December 30th, and unfortunately, I also ate on December 31st. Well, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on the way you look at it. The month of December was pretty difficult for me. On December 2nd, that was like my highlight when I hit my goal weight at 124.4 pounds. And then we all knew that wasn't going to last. We knew that I sat somewhere in the high 120s, low 130s. But a couple days after that, I ended up getting sick. And getting sick brought my weight up to the 135 pound range. The higher upper range of where I wanted to be maintenance wise. I wanted to be anywhere between 125 and 135. And then what ended up happening, Christmas came. I ate like 10,000 calories on Christmas. I weighed in at 140.6 pounds the day after Christmas, or 140.2, whatever it was. And then I was continuing my 42s, trying to stay consistent. And that 140 went away real quick. I got down to 136. And then what ended up happening on the 29th of my refeed, I ate, but I didn't count calories and I ate way more than I was supposed to. I ended up ordering pizza. I ate pie, whatever, which is fine. On the 30th, instead of fasting, instead of doing my 42s and sticking to my routine, I don't know what happened. Something in my brain, those old feelings came back, those bad habits where my mind was playing tricks on me and it was telling myself, you could eat, it's okay. You've done this for 9+ months. What's one day gonna hurt? It was just as simple as that made me break. And on the 30th, when I did eat, I was so full because I normally don't eat back-to-back days that my eating window that day was, I think, 47 minutes, maybe less than that. That's how accustomed my body has been to not eating back-to-back days. And sure enough, the 31st comes. It's New Year's Eve. I'm here by myself. COVID. Nobody's doing anything. Everything sucks. And the floodgates were opened. I was like, you know what? It's the 31st. Tomorrow is the 1st of January. It's a new year. Fuck it. All the advice I have been giving all of you, time and time again, starting now, do what you need to do. Don't fall for the new year, new me. I fell for it. I succumbed to it. On the 30th, my weight jumped up to 143 even. On the 31st, it jumped up to 145.2. And then today, I weighed in at 147.6 pounds. I'm well over the maintenance range I was supposed to be at, around 120 to 135. I'm now like 10, 12, 15 pounds over. Honestly, I thought I was going to weigh in at 150 today because of what I ate yesterday. Yesterday, it was just whatever. I ate my salad, but I ended up eating a whole pumpkin pie. I had my Brussels sprouts, Italian sausage, but I also bought cookies. Cookies are not something I normally buy, but going into the store, I already, in my head, I knew I was going all out. I was going to eat whatever. Thankfully, there are a couple bright spots to this. One, instead of ordering Grubhub or DoorDash or whatever, I ate everything at home. Number two, my energy, I have noticed, has been kind of through the roof. So thankfully, even though I didn't fast, I went to the gym. I did my walks. I did my 5-mile walks. I did my weight training every other day with 3-mile walks. I stayed consistent when it came to working out. The hard part was the eating part. But even though I knew I was going to break, even though my head was already telling me, you're going to break, I still took it upon myself to go to the gym. Even though I've put on the weight and I've been feeling bloated, like I feel it in my face, I feel it kind of in my shirt, but at the same time, I kind of feel like my muscles have been filled out. And I don't know, that might be just like in my head, but maybe it's the extra water that I'm holding, the extra food that's in me or whatever. I mean, the pants still fit fine. The belt notches at the exact same notch, even though I'm way past where I needed to be. I know that weight is going to drop. I know it's going to take some time, but I'm going to get that to drop. I'm going to normalize and we're going to see where I'm really at weight-wise. I'm going to let all of you know as well. The funny thing is the old me would feel so bad about where I'm at right now. I wouldn't be making this video. I'd be laying in bed. I wouldn't have worked out. I wouldn't have even eaten the healthier foods I've been eating. I would have just ordered everything, but I've tried to at least minimize the damage. And I feel like it's a win. Even with the weight gain, even with feeling the way I am, I'm trying to be honest and transparent. It's the first of the month of the year. It's 2021. Transparency is more important than ever. At least for me it is. Accountability is more important than ever. Here are my goals. Here is my resolution for 2021. 1. Make it better than 2020. And I'm talking about all facets here. I'm talking about my health, the way I feel mentally, consistency, accountability, transparency, all of that. I want to keep incorporating what I'm doing. I want to keep progressing. I want to make sure that this is a lifelong process. With that being said, I don't want to rush things. I don't want the swings in weight anymore. I don't want to go up weight and then down weight a ton, back and forth, back and forth. I need to find a better routine for consistency. Typically where I'm at right now, the answer to what I need to do would be to do an extended fast, a 65, a 90, maybe something longer. I am still, in my head, I still know that if I trust the process, I can keep doing what I need to do. At the same time, I don't have a solution for where I'm at right now. Yes, I'm way over the weight I want to be at, but I don't want to instinctually just be like, I'm going to do a 90, I'm going to do 168 because I'm also afraid that I might be pushing myself too hard. That might be a way that I'll end up failing. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take it day by day. I'm going to do a 42-hour fast. So tomorrow I'll break because I don't know where the levels of hunger are at. I've eaten 3 days in a row and honestly, I could eat again. That's where the hunger is. My body has now gotten used to eating every day and that monster is unleashed and ready to just eat everything in sight. And I am trying to curb that properly. So at the 147.6 I'm at right now, I want to do a slow descend down to get back into 135 and then somewhere in between 125 and 135. And I want to make that chart look like a straight line. I don't want these swings of up and down, because even though that's something I've been doing for quite a while, I want to learn. I want to have consistency. I want to make an actual effort to maintain my weight. Tomorrow I have another training session. I'm learning new things. I'm really pushing hard when I do go to the gym. So I've been putting a good amount of effort in. I want to continue that. I want to keep adding muscle and I need to lose the extra weight that I put on. The exercise routine I have for myself, I don't think is going to change. I still want to walk 5 miles 3 days a week. And I still want to walk at least 3 miles the other 3 days of the week, in addition to weight training 3 times a week. I like that program. I don't think it's too taxing. I feel really good if I don't. That's something I'll share with you, but I want to have at least 1 off day per week. Rest is very important, and that's another part I want to put in there is sleeping. Sleeping well, sleeping properly, something that I need to do for 2021. And then finally, the last thing I want to keep doing for 2021 is to keep the mental state well, to keep the mental state healthy, to remind myself what I'm doing, not to like have these swings and go all or nothing. I mean, that is my nature. That's who I am. That's what I know works for me, but I also want to learn to compromise and learn how to maintain properly so I can look a year or 2 or whatever from now. I'll put it this way. I would love for it to be January 1st, 2022, and I'm at around the same weight as I am today, as I have been in 2020 after losing it. I want to see more definition, muscle, be healthy, be happy, and then do it again for another year.